you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Have you ever?
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Thabo Moloi. It's my first time doing this car vlogging while I'm driving. I'm gonna make sure I'm safe. I've got my GoPro set up. Not sure about the audio. I need to go set up my lapel mic later today, but hopefully my Zoom H5 shotgun does the job. Super excited about this because I'm always thinking while I'm driving. In fact, driving is my meditation sort of spot, and this is where I get most of my inspiration, most of my ideas. And sometimes I get like I meditate on the reflection of what I've previously gone through in the previous day, the previous weeks, and I try and internalize, various lessons that I've drawn from that. All right, cool. Like I said, my name is Thabo Moloi. I'm a videographer, I'm a speaker, I'm a content creator, I'm an entrepreneur, and I just want to help as many people as I can. I want to make an impact to a lot of people. There's people that spoke life to me, there's people that encouraged me, there's people that believed in me, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for those words. And I've always told myself that that's something that I want to do for others. Make sure that I'm a voice of positivity, make sure that I'm a voice of guidance, and really help as many people as possible unlock the thinking required to really excel and progress in your corporate career, and really excel and progress in business. Whether you're thinking of starting, whether you have started and are experiencing difficulties, I just want to share, my lessons as well, because I'm also an entrepreneur. I know what it's like to start a business. I know what it's like to fail. I know what it's like to, have to go through various peaks and troughs, both psychologically and financially. And it's very important that we constantly have these conversations and constantly sharpen each other, to ensure that we've really positioned each other for the best possible avenue that we should be taking for us to be successful in our endeavors. All right, cool. So I've been thinking a lot lately, and I've been thinking about my life. I've been thinking about my purpose. I've been thinking about ultimately, the individual I want to be one day and what that person should be achieving. So I took a plunge and I've resigned from my job. And I must say, it wasn't an easy decision. A lot of people are working, a lot of people are in jobs, and they're there for a reason. And they might not be happy, they might be disgruntled, but they stick it out because they have various commitments. Now, I wasn't disgruntled. In fact, I had a very good job. The kind of job where you've been spending, maybe some of you're in varsity and you're spending a lot of time just studying, late nights, giving it your all, and you have this job in mind. You have this prestigious work environment at this reputable organization, and you're coming in, and not only do you fit in, but you actually put some decent points on the scoreboard, and you get recognized and you get rewarded. And that's how it was in my current job. I'm a private banker, and I've always, let me not say I've always, because I didn't think I would be a private banker. My career, started out very differently, and I've taken a lot of steps along the way, and I didn't think I'd end up here. But throughout varsity, I knew that I wanted to be in an organization that, is well known, is reputable, and an organization that has values that align with my values. And I've been very blessed throughout my career to work for such organizations. And the particular job that I recently resigned from is one that is well sought after. And the position I was in as well in that job, I mean, I was aligned for growth, I was aligned for progression. You know, my direct line manager had earmarked me for all kinds of opportunities within the organization. So things were quite rosy, things were quite good. And but there is always more. You know, sometimes you can live a life from other people's perspective. You know, there's a lot of things that other people wanted for me, and other people wanted this job for me, and they wanted me to stay in this job, and they wanted me to excel in this job. And for a long time, that's what I thought as well, you know. And until I started exploring my passions, until I started researching what I think my purpose is, and the more content I consumed, you know, the more it pulled at my heartstrings. And that's what really compelled me to start these videos and put this content out there and really share some of the thoughts and insights, because that's the kind of stuff, you know, the more I watched videos, the more I listened to podcasts, that's the kind of stuff that really made me come alive, you know, to say, look, I want to develop. You know, I want to develop to become the individual that is able to make an impact on quite a big scale. And I found that videos actually presents an immense opportunity for me to do that, and also explore a creative side. I'm coming in with the edits, I'm coming in with all kinds of stuff that I'm able to really put a signature on my videos to say, yeah, this is Thabo Moloi, this is his style, and it positions my personal brand. You know, I did a video recently about personal branding. You know, be sure to check that out if you haven't. I'll put a link on the top here. But I really enjoyed putting videos together because I felt that it allowed me to showcase my personal brand, you know. And the more I did it, the more opportunities outside of that started to pop up. You know, people were inviting me to speak at different events and functions. I was writing blogs that were well received, and I was even starting to identify opportunities to monetize the skill online, you know, and market various things and various books and create so many different revenue streams just from following my passions and doing what I love. And it was crazy because, you know, I was crushing it at work, because I fundamentally believe anything you do, you should really put your heart and soul in it, you know, because the lessons you learn from there, you know, set you up for life. So character is extremely important, and not a lot of people spend time to cultivate the kind of character it takes to succeed. They think that they will start cultivating that character when I get into a better environment, or when I get that dream job, or when I start that business, only then will I start cultivating. No. That's the incorrect mindset, because you got to prepare yourself for where you're going. You know, I always say dressed for where you're headed, not necessarily for where you are now. And the same is true from a work ethic and character perspective. You got to cultivate in you the kind of routines and habits that build, you know, the character required for you to ultimately be, you know, a director, CEO, run your own company, be a speaker, videographer, whatever. And that's what I'm grateful that my mentors have taught me. My mentors instilled in me a spirit of hard working. And as I'm recording this, I'm in the middle of putting out various content around mentorship. I've just recorded a 5-part series, and I'll be releasing videos every week, so make sure that you check that out. Helped you tremendously. Mentors have played a huge part in my life, like astronomical, and it's very, very important that, you know, you get the right mentor and you get the best out of that mentor. So I also want to share insights around that, but more importantly, there are a lot of people who have incredible knowledge, incredible insights, incredible abilities, and those people, given the right platforms, are well positioned to be phenomenal mentors. So part of the series is also me giving insights around becoming a mentor and how to ensure that you give the best to your mentees. So I'm extremely grateful for my mentors for instilling that kind of work ethic. So I was working hard and getting the results, you know, and the environment I was in, guys, it's a pure meritocracy. So, you know, you perform, you put points on the scoreboard, you get well rewarded. So I was getting well rewarded, and, you know, I don't come from a very glamorous background. You know, a lot of black people in South Africa will relate. You know, if you're coming from the township or you're coming from a rural area and you step into the corporate environment, it's chalk and cheese in terms of home and the work environments. The comparisons are just unreal. That makes it even more difficult because you become the trophy. You become the success symbol for a lot of people because you're the exception, because you've made it in their eyes. You know, you become the person, the poster child that they put on this pedestal for other kids to look up to. And other kids in my hood where I come from, whenever I visited, would be like, yo, dude, you inspire us so much. We can't wait to one day be like you. And that's great. You know, I'm all about inspiring people. I'm all about giving people something to look up to. But the environment I was in, realistically speaking, it wasn't speaking to the core of my purpose, what I fundamentally believe was my purpose. And that's what made it even more tougher to resign, because I wasn't just resigning for myself. You know, there's other people that look up to me that I was sending a message to. There's other people that look up to me that I needed them to understand that I'm not giving up on life. In fact, I'm taking a big bet on myself. I'm taking a big chance. I'm taking a big risk, and I'm taking massive action. Action towards ultimately becoming the person I want to be, living a fulfilled life where 24/7 I am impacting as many people as possible.